The award-winning Beyond Vaudeville program with your host Frank Hope and your co-host David Green. Super special KISS tribute spectacle program show. And lots more.
Thank you, David, for reading the credits, and welcome once again to the Beyond Vaudeville program, a very special Beyond Vaudeville program, as you saw on the opening credits. This is going to be the special 20th anniversary tour of the band KISS, and we're going to do a whole tribute to KISS on this program. And I'd like to get started right away with just a little brief tribute I wrote. This edition of Beyond Vaudeville is dedicated to KISS and all of the members of the KISS Army of fans. It all started in 1972 when New York City school teacher Gene Klein, also known as Gene Simmons, and his friend Stanley Eisen, also known as Paul Stanley, decided to form a band like no other in the land. They were... Okay. I'm almost done, David. They were joined by Peter Criss and Ace Frehley, and the rest was history. More than 70 million albums sold. I bet you didn't know that, David. Okay, David didn't like KISS as much as I did. I should note that Peter Criss left the band and was replaced by Eric Carr, and I should also note that Ace Frehley left the band and was replaced by Vinnie Vincent. Oh, and also Vinnie Vincent left the band and was replaced by Mark St. John, and that Mark St. John was replaced by Bruce Kulick. Okay, yeah, I think we got it all. But now all four are back together, and this is very special. So we're going to start the show right away by introducing a whole family that is dedicated to KISS. And please welcome the Ventris family to the program. Hello, welcome to the show. Now, there we go. Now, you're Mr. Tony Ventris.
Tony Ventris.
And you want to introduce the others here?
My son Anthony Ventris, he's 5 years old.
Hi, Anthony.
My wife Cindy Ventris.
Hi, Cindy.
My brother-in-law Robin Rios. How you doing?
Hi, Mr. Rios. And now, how long have all of you been fans?
I've been fans ever since they started, and ever since my son was born, I really got into it really a lot, and I got my wife involved and my brother-in-law involved.
Oh, and you must like Peter Criss from your makeup.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, I can see that.
I like the Peter Criss since the beginning.
Now you actually have the whole band. It looks like with each one made up. And
yes.
Now, do each of you like those particular band
yes.
members? That okay.
You have our own personality for each.
So it's a good thing that like two of you don't really like Peter Criss the most, because then it wouldn't work out too well.
That's why they call us the KISS family.
Okay. And now, Anthony, your favorite is Paul, or okay, and you have the guitar just like Paul. Oh, and the doll too. That looks like a fun doll there, right?
It is fire hat.
Okay. And the fire hat. Okay. Now, what? I wanted to ask about the tongue, that Mr. Simmons with his tongue. Why does he do that? Why does he stick the tongue out? Oh boy.
He's working on it.
Wow, I didn't realize. Mr. Rio, you might want to take a look. Mr. Rio, maybe if you could do that again for us. I don't know if they... Wow. Wow. And now, Mr. Rio, maybe you can explain why do they put their tongues out, Mr. Simmons?
It's fun.
It's fun, okay.
And it attracts the girls.
Oh, okay. Have you used that on the ladies at all?
Oh, yes.
Okay. And they like that, I guess. Okay. You have one of the dolls too, I see.
I have 3 of the dolls.
Wow. Now these must be worth a lot, right? Cindy, are these worth a lot of money these days? Okay. And boy, well, we've got a lot of them. I brought one too, and there's another one in the case there. We've got probably enough for a couple of KISS bands here. All these dolls.
Yeah. We also got Vinnie Vincent too.
Vinnie Vincent and
Eric Carr.
And Eric Carr. Vinnie
Oh, wow.
and Eric.
Now were those specially made or?
Yes. Specially made.
Wow. Wow.
We also got the Paul Stanley fire hat that was specially made.
And
wow.
also
Gene
shoes.
Simmons gargoyle boots.
Specially made shoes.
Wow. Now, do you listen to the music a lot these days? I mean, do you
Yes.
play the records all the time? Or
My son knows most of the songs.
okay, wow. Well, and now I guess there was a little controversy, some controversy with KISS that they were that KISS stood for Knights in the Service of Satan. Was that not true or?
That's not true.
That's not true. Okay, well, then we straightened that out right there, I think, fortunately. Now, we do have a lot of people we want to bring out, and we hope, you can join us and, stay with us. And if we can please introduce our next guest, who has the Ace Frehley Traveling Museum. And we want to welcome, please, Mr. Bill Baker to the program. Let me just move down. Oh, wow. What? Oh, boy. Now, Mr. Baker, now you are with the... There we go. Now, you actually have your own band, right? Fractured Mirror,
Yep.
it's called?
I imitate Ace.
Wow.
There's a lot of bands imitate KISS, so we chose to do the one different thing.
Okay. And Ace, we should point out right over here. And there's
This knucklehead right here.
some similarities. Now, you've actually met Mr. Frehley, right?
Yeah, I did some guitar and amp work for him and helped him out a bit. And through our mutual friendship, I started to build up a collection of things he just really didn't want anymore, didn't really care, so I started taking care of it, take it around to conventions and set it up for everyone to ooh and ah at.
Now, they're getting back together for their reunion, though. How are they going to travel if you have all his things?
Well, let's say, like, this was Ace's travel bag here,
Wow.
and
That's the actual bag he had with him when he went.
yeah, so I made him sign it before he gave it to me.
Oh, look at that.
And like, so this is from one of the original costumes.
Wow. Could I try it on?
Sure,
or-
go ahead. You could be Ace for a little while.
Wow. That was right on his...
So put your hand all the way through.
oh, boy.
So this was the original to the one that they recreated.
Okay.
I have the rest of the outfit, but I didn't bring it because I could only fit so much.
Right.
This was from
They
the...
smell. Oh,
Yeah, they smell, all his stuff like smells like bad sweat, so,
oh, boy. Well, maybe I'll
This
just
is
leave
the
this
other
one.
one. All right.
Okay.
couple
what
other
else do you have?
goodies. Here's I got a bunch of dolls from him that some Japanese fans made.
Oh.
There was a whole box of them. This one's my lucky doll.
And that's just like Mr. Frehley because he has the silver around his eyes,
oh
right?
yeah.
Now, I had heard that Peter Criss had left the band because he didn't like the makeup on his face. Is that true or not?
I don't know. That's hard to say. I mean, I guess it would be a pain to sit there every day and put it on and have to deal with it. And
Right.
yeah, it's after meeting Ace and getting the other side of the story, it's a tough life. It's no normal life. It's definitely stressful and there's demands on you and you got to live up to it.
And all the fans and all
Oh
that.
yeah, and you can't. The guy couldn't go out without being recognized and bothered. Can I have your autograph? This and that, and you got to. It's a tough life.
Right.
The price you pay for fame.
Well, maybe that you're going to have that same thing with your band. Then you better be careful.
Well, I can't even go to the airport anymore.
Wow. Oh,
But it is amazing. The band did get a little fame. I get letters all over the world from fanzines and fan clubs, and they want to know about Fractured Mirror and the song we wrote called "Put It On,"
Right.
which was. Everyone wanted KISS to put their makeup back on. We got tired of waiting, so we wrote a song about it.
So we should point out they took off their makeup in '83. Was that right or no?
82, 83.
82, 83. Okay.
When Ace left the band, that's when I kind of stopped buying the records. So.
Oh, okay.
I was mainly, when I was a kid growing up, Love Gun was my first album, and I heard Shock Me, and it just changed everything.
Why were they? Why didn't you like them without their makeup on?
I don't know, just it's basically when Ace left the band. It's just when I didn't like him anymore. The guitar is really what I'm into. Into the guitar, and when he left, the sound changed.
Well, now he's back, right?
He's back, and I'm sure he's practicing very hard.
Okay. Now, now we want to make sure we have everyone out here. So if we can just
I'll slide
bring
on
out
down.
our next guest too is actually an older gentleman that likes KISS, and we have our youngest member, the youngest fan, Anthony, and now we'd like to introduce the oldest fan, Mr. Bingo Gazingo. Well, Mr. Gazingo.
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Now you brought along a special KISS song or
Yeah.
poem is it?
I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, maybe you could just hold that down a little so they can see. Okay. All right. All right.
Gene Simmons, rock and roll, the American soul to the American dream. And be as good, as great as you want to be. Paul Stanley, rock and roll all night long and party every day. You're driving me crazy, you're making me scream. Rock and roll, your American soul to the American dream. And take it to the supreme. And be as great or as bad as you want to be. Let it rock, let it rip, let it roll, let it zip, let it zap, let it move, let it groove, let it scream, let it flow, let it loose, let it juice, let it guts, let it rush over the whole world. Yo, Bo.
Wow. That was something else. Now that was like a poem, right?
It's supposed to be a rock and roll anthem.
Oh, like a rock and roll anthem. Okay. Sort of like rock and roll all night, I guess, right?
Well, I got some other rock and roll anthems.
Okay. Well, have any of you ever heard anything quite like that about Kiss, or?
About what? Kiss?
Oh, I was asking some of the others if they.
Sorry.
Maybe he could be the opening act or something, you know?
Oh, on the new tour.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, maybe. Did you think about maybe contacting Kiss, Mr. Gazingo, about maybe touring with them?
Yeah. I hear they're in. I read in the paper they're in Las Vegas.
Okay. Well, all right. Well, maybe they'll hear this and they'll want you on their tour.
All right, I'm going.
Okay. Well, I guess the deal is done. Well, we want to introduce our next guest, too, so everyone's here. We want to introduce another fan of Kiss. What a surprise. Mr. Peter Vassallo, please, to the program. Mr. Gazingo, if you could maybe just find a seat over there to... Boy, we got a lot going on today. Hello, Mr. Vassallo. How are you?
What's going on? How you doing?
Okay. Now, you're a native of this area, right? You're from the Brooklyn area.
Yep.
And actually, a lot of the members of KISS are all from this area. All the members are from KISS, right? And now, have you ever met any of the members? Or?
Yeah, I met them 3 years ago, and then again last year at record signings. I got the pictures over there with me with them.
Oh, maybe someone can hand that over.
This is me dressed up as Kiss.
Okay. Wow.
Those two frames there. This is me with Paul Stanley.
Right.
And this is me with Gene Simmons. And if you see the look on this face, it says it all right there, that I was very nervous. And they were really nice guys. Top of the line fellas. And they went out of their way to be nice to me, which says a lot about them.
Right.
And that's why I'm still a fan. That's why I've been a fan, because they're a great band. They're great people too.
How nervous? You probably almost felt like you were going to throw up or something when you saw them.
That's, put it mildly, yeah. That was one reaction you could think of.
Right, I can imagine. Now, you had mentioned to me about the rock elite that KISS isn't really treated with the same respect that.
Not treated with any respect.
Right.
None at all.
Why is that?
Because they're outcasts and because they're different, and they don't play along with anybody else's game. They do their own thing by their own rules, and nobody likes that.
Right, but that's what you like about them, right?
Among other things. I mean, they got a lot of flash and a lot of fun, and they're from New York, so I mean,
Right, and now you actually have a tattoo. Maybe we can show this great tattoo that Peter has now. Now, that's Paul, but you actually want to get Gene on top of that, right?
It'd be good at some point, depending on my threshold of pain and my finances. Yeah, you have to forgive this little sunburn.
Oh, did that hurt getting that, or?
Yeah, it was one of the more unbearable pains of my life, but it was worth it.
I guess the sunburn affects it because the makeup should be white. And
yeah, this was all white here. We had a few 100-degree days this past week, and it wasn't kind to this stuff here.
Right.
And it's gotten a little...
Well, now we actually have someone who looks quite a bit like Paul.
Oh, yeah.
And I guess you probably know him. Have you met at the...
Yeah, we met at a couple of KISS conventions. I see him every year, and he's a really great guy, too.
Okay, and he has his own band, too. The band is called Dress to Kill, and his name is Bobby Getchell, please. Hello, Mr. Getchell. How are you? Nice to meet you. You have your mic there. Now, I should point out, I just want to make sure we get this in. This is Dress to Kill, and if you want information on Dress to Kill, it's 609-461-4904, and that's box 604, Hawthorne, New Jersey, 07507. Okay. Now this is actually a tribute band that you do, right, to Kiss. And there have been other tribute bands over the years. And now, what happens when people come to see you? Do they treat you just like you're one of the real members, or?
If you put on a good enough act, I believe the image just takes over, and they know it's not just a bunch of clowns.
Right. And now everyone
They take it seriously, yeah.
Everyone here seem to recognize you. I guess you're kind of a mini celebrity among the Kiss fans.
Well, we were at the Kiss Unplugged.
Right.
At Sony Studios last summer, and we've been around at the Kiss conventions for years.
Okay, now you're pretty excited about Kiss reuniting.
Can't wait. We're going to go to the Garden and the Philadelphia Spectrum in the full makeup and everything. We're going to have some good fun with that one.
Now, have you met any of the members of
all
Kiss?
Of them.
Oh,
all
wow.
Of them.
All of them.
All nice.
Wow. And what did you talk about? Just saying hi kind of thing? Or?
They were busy. You didn't want to get in and say, how you doing? Good to see you. You're dressed to kill. Oh, guys look great. That's as far as it goes.
But they were nice, though.
Very nice, very nice.
Well, that's what counts, as long as they're nice, right?
We're playing next week at Club Cali in Philadelphia. If anybody wants to come check the show out.
Right, that's, we have something here, right? Club Cali, okay. And now, how much do you perform? Do you do this all the time, or do you have other jobs, too?
It's a hobby.
Okay.
This is, if you could show these pictures, these are what some of our live shows look like. Some of the stage props.
Okay.
We have a fire-breathing dragon. We have panthers, castles, Kiss logo. We try to recreate the Destroyer tour. That was our favorite tour. We all grew up probably about Anthony's age and on up. That was our favorite.
Wow. And I bet you'd like to get this Ace Frehley thing I have on my arm.
Bill, can I touch it?
You touched the one.
It's really neat. I like it. The doll is pretty nice too, I think. Okay, well, we want to have everyone out, so certainly don't leave, Bobby. And actually, our next saw the mic. There we go. Our next guest is also in a band, but this is called the $1 Billion Babes. So please welcome Mr. Jamie Ross to the program. Hi, Mr.
Frank.
Ross.
How are you? Good.
Now, your band is actually a tribute to another artist, right?
Alice Cooper, Frank.
Alice Cooper. Okay.
And Frank, I wanted to say something that before you made a mistake, it's actually the 25th anniversary of Kiss.
Okay.
Not the 20th. Let's not forget that the two leaders of Kiss don't need any money, so we can all rest assured the only reason they're doing this is not for us, but it's because in 25 years of service in rock and roll, you can get into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And like our friend over here said before, they have no respect. They get no respect. So if they don't put on a big, gigantic tour like Pink Floyd did and sell millions and millions and millions of tickets, they won't get inducted. And they're going to make sure they get inducted. So finally, Kiss fans and Kiss themselves can all have respect after they get inducted to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Right. Well, it doesn't seem fair because that they don't have the respect of Pink Floyd. Because I mean, Pink Floyd had the big pig that they floated, but the Kiss also had lots of fire and blood and things that they.
Well, I guess somehow they just lost respect along the way because people just, the music industry itself just brushed them aside. So what, you sold millions of albums, we don't like you.
Wow, well that doesn't seem fair.
So I brought something to show you here, Frank.
Okay.
What I have is a before and after picture. We have one of their first press photos that they ever brought out. Here, somewhere
Get a close up of that.
No.
There we go.
There we go. And then right behind that I have the current press release from Mercury Records themselves. You can see Gene has a little bit of weight. I think someone, I'm not sure who it is technically, but they say Ace had liposuction or something.
And hair implants, too.
And hair implants, too.
They're all doing martial arts now. They're all really into the fitness. They're jogging 6 miles a day. Don't cut them like that.
Okay.
So never underestimate Kiss.
Well, Mr. Getchell cleared that up, I think.
Gene's doing martial arts, Paul's doing Hapkido, and Ace is doing Taekwondo. I don't know what Peter's doing.
And cheeseburgers.
Wow. Now, oh boy.
Hey, you leave Gene out of this, okay?
I like
They're training hard. Because let me say, just from doing it on a smaller scale,
Right.
you see them run around. They run around. There's a high energy show, and it's not. You can't do it if you've been liposucked. 'Cause it's not going to change your muscles. You got to have a high. It's almost like being a boxer.
Right.
It's the same amount of training. You got to diet properly. You got to watch the fat intake. You got to do high stamina aerobics,
Right.
running. It's not easy to put on the show. I'll say it from experience. Those shows to put on are incredibly hard. You have to be in very good shape.
Well, I guess there are a lot of
There's no liposuction that will make you in shape. It ain't going to increase your stamina at all.
well, there are a lot of fallacies about the group that have gone on over the years. Like I remember that they said that in their comic book that the red ink had their real blood in the ink. Was
Yeah,
that,
it did. Yeah.
Was that true? Or?
They ripped that off from the Stones or something, yeah.
Like barely any though. I mean,
time,
little
yeah.
tiny vials that they dumped into the huge vat, and that was really it. It
Wow.
was hype, you know.
Wow. And that's unusual though to put blood in the. But you say someone else did that too?
The Stones did it, I think.
Oh. Okay.
But I'd like to say, before you go to your next guest, that I think so far, unless I'm not mistaken, I might be the only person in the room, maybe I'm not, but I actually am flying to Detroit and do have a very good ticket for the first reunion show in Detroit.
Wow.
So when they come out and open Detroit Rock City, if some of you aren't there, I'll think of all of you and everyone out there who's a Kiss fan when I see it.
Wow. Is anyone else up?
Well,
ready
I'm
to go to the
spending
first
so much
show, or-
money on that show, I probably missed the garden, so you guys got one up on me.
Well, you can stay, Mr. Ross, because I think we have everyone out, and now we can all just sit and talk. Although we do want to have our friend come out and do a dance for us first. Oh no, I'm sorry, we had a late guest. We want to introduce Miss Guy to the program. Not yet, Joey. We'll bring her out soon. Sorry about that. I'm sorry, Miss Guy.
No, you should be.
I apologize.
Dave, I love your hair.
Oh boy, I wouldn't bother Dave, this guy. You mind if I clip that on? Okay. Now, you do songs about Kiss, right? About Kiss. Not Kiss
My
songs.
band has one song about Paul Stanley. I mean, it's about Kiss, but it's called Paul Stanley Was a Lady.
Okay.
And it's actually paying homage to him, but it was just, you know, a song about how he was so glamorous when he wore the makeup and the costumes.
Okay, so Paul Stanley wasn't really a lady, but was
he
like
was,
a lady.
he was quite feminine.
Right.
No, of course he wasn't really a lady, but
But like a lady.
yeah,
Kind of. Okay.
he's a femmy one.
Well, could you maybe give us a lyric or two from your song, or?
The chorus goes, Paul Stanley was a lady, he was a strutter baby, hotter than hell in every way, come on and love me, it's okay, 'cause Paul Stanley was a lady.
Okay. Wow, that was. We'll have to hear the whole song sometime. Now, have you liked Kiss for a long time?
Yeah, since I was about 7,
Okay.
and I had older brothers who used to take me, so I started seeing them on the Alive tour.
And this outfit you have on, is this that's from the original? That's an original Kiss.
It's just an old jacket I ordered when I was little. I've been collecting stuff since I was about 7 or 8.
Wow, and
So
you,
I have tons of stuff.
and you really held on to everything. That's good because it's collectible now.
Yeah, I'm a pack rat, so I've got it all.
Okay, well, I'm glad you're out, Miss Guy, because we do want everyone to be out, and if we can just bring out Joey the Monkey, because I apologize, Joey, I didn't realize we had another guest. Please welcome Joey the Monkey to the program. Okay. Thank you, Joey. Thank you, Joey. Okay. Bye-bye. Okay. Oh boy. I think I dropped my microphone here. Oh, there we go. Thank you, Miss Guy.
You're welcome, Frank.
That wasn't really Kiss related, but it was still fun. Okay, so what else do we now? Maybe if we could ask everybody what their favorite Kiss song is. Maybe we can just go down the line. Miss Guy.
Oh God, it's hard to say. Anything for my baby.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And any reason why you like that one in particular, or?
It's a happy song. It wasn't one of their more common, it wasn't a hit, I don't think.
Okay. And Anthony, what? Hello, Anthony. What's your favorite Kiss song? Oh. What?
Scared.
Oh, he's scared. Okay. Good, Anthony.
Favorite song.
I thought maybe that was one of the songs. Now, Cindy, your favorite song was?
It's Rock and Roll Woman.
Oh, both of you. Okay.
Yeah.
David, maybe you want to join in. You have a favorite Kiss song you want to share? Okay. All right.
Poor girls.
Bill, maybe you'd like to share your favorite Kiss song.
A lot of them, but Shock Me was the one that changed my life.
Shock Me? Okay. And Bobby, yours?
Do You Love Me and I Was Made for Loving You are two of my personal choices.
So you're not one of those two.
Do You Love Me?
Okay. And now, Peter Vasallo, Mr. Vasallo?
Love Gun.
Love Gun, okay. And is the Love Gun album your favorite as well? Or?
One of them, but Love Gun's great. It just goes right for the jugular there.
Okay, and Mr. Ross?
I've been trying to think the whole time you've been asking. I think Rip It Out, because when you hear it, it just makes me jump up a little bit and run around.
Okay.
Of course, it's an Ace Frehley number, technically, I guess, but...
And Mr. Gazingo, your favorite?
Alive 1, Alive 2, and Alive 3.
Okay, all right. And Mr. Rio, your favorite?
Well, I like the new one. I like Domino.
Okay.
Gene Simmons, Domino.
All right. And lastly, Mr. Ventrisa, your favorite? Beth. Okay. That was of course, because that was the Peter Criss ballad. Right. Okay. Now we actually have a tape. I hope we still have the tape of a special song called "Put It On." Put it back.
Put it on, yeah.
Put it on. Okay. Which was a plea to the band to put their makeup back on. Right. So maybe we can play that as we say goodbye. Is that okay?
So all the fans want Kiss, put it back on, and they did.
Okay. Well, thank you for watching the Beyond Vaudeville program. We're just going to listen to the song, and I want to thank everyone for showing up. And let's welcome the band back, right?
Beyond Vaudeville.
We couldn't resist. Put it back on because we want